What up, fam? It's your boy. Let's hang out and check out and do what we do. Raider Nation, Raider Tea Time. RT3's got something for you. Conversation, new debates, same old arguments on the same old day. But you know how we get down when you know where we start at first. Raiders! What it is, what it does, what it do. It's your boy, T3, aka RT3. Raider Tea Time. Let's get down for the get down. But before we do that, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Come talk to your boy. Appreciate all those that spend time to hang out, whether you're from this side or the best side. It don't matter. It's always the west side that's hanging out with you on the day. Yes, sir. Lo. What are we going to do? We're still talking about free agents. We're still talking about the ones that's coming in. I got a couple more names to run at you, but let's run with not really a free agent, but somebody we either have to trade for or wait to see if they're going to get cut. And I said yesterday, there's two guys that I'm looking at. One that I'm like, okay with, and one I'm like, I'm not so hot on. So let's start with the one I'm not so hot on right now. And that's Kirk, your family man Cousins, that's coming in right now. So let's talk about Kirk Cousins, talking him as if he could be a potential silver and black candidate that's coming in with this new coaching regime. So we know he was drafted by the Washington Redskins, the Washington Commanders now, at that particular time. He was drafted the same year they drafted RG3. I want to say he was a 4th or 5th round pick. I can't quite remember. It was weird because they had drafted RG3 in the 1st round, and then they turn around and draft another quarterback. And this is Mike Shanahan, that was the coach of the Commanders, aka Redskins, at that particular time. And your boy Kyle Shanahan, I believe, was the offensive coordinator, the head coach now of the 49ers. So they bring him in. RG3 goes his 2nd year, ends up getting hurt really, really, really bad. He shouldn't have been playing in the first place after that first injury, and he goes back in and ends up getting hurt. And Kirk Cousins takes over. Well, at that particular time, he makes a run. Contract ends. He goes on what is a free agent contract or 1-year deal, and he starts making big dollars. And I want to say he did that for 2, maybe 3 years straight before going over to the Minnesota Vikings. And so he goes over to the Minnesota Vikings, does it again, does his thing, and ends up, relanded into a bigger and bigger contract. Well, with that being said, Kirk Cousins has always been a consistent quarterback in the league. Over the course of the years, Kirk Cousins is known to try to possibly get you into the playoffs, but not get you through the playoffs. He always seems to shrink in big moments. They used to call him Mr. Monday Night only because he wasn't good on Monday Night Football. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't good in the bright lights. You know what I'm saying? He was good on game day. But if there was a standalone game, like a Monday night game or a Sunday night game, he would not shine as bright. He would come up short in the end. Now, he would get you a winning record. He would get you 10, 12, 13 wins, just like a Dak Prescott, always showing up at the brightest moments and shortest of times. He could stack them stats right there. He could stack it up. He can make them numbers look right. Touchdown to interception ratio was great. QBR was pretty decent. He would be in the top 15, the second tier quarterbacks that we look at in the league. But he could never get to that big precedent. Why would the Las Vegas Raiders look at Kirk, the family man Cousins? Because they are looking for consistency. They are looking for somebody who could push through, get them through, stack you some wins, get you into the playoffs, get you talked about. The problem with Cousins is that he is not going to get you past the bounds. Now, yes, I know this is nitpicking based on where we're coming from as a nation. We are coming from a couple of fought losing seasons. Even though we made the playoffs with Rich Bisaccia before they brought in Josh McDaniels, before they brought in AP. I want to say that was 2002. Not 2002, I'm sorry, 2022. 21-22 season. At that particular time, we can't be picky. We want to win games, and I get it. We want to win there. Why am I iffy on Cousins? Because I don't feel that he could give us what we need. Coming off the Achilles injury, watching him last year in Atlanta, and I know it was his first year off the Achilles injury, he just did not look the same. He did not look confident. Man, did you watch the first game that he played with the Steelers? I get it. It was the Steelers defense, but your boy looked terrified on the field. Like he looked like he was about to get smacked on, smashed on, beat up, talked about, ran over, and all these great things. Like it was just horrible to watch his face. Like I want you to go back and watch that game. Go back and watch what happened and go back to see what went down. Cousins looked terrified. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like he knew his Achilles heel was healed, but if you touched it, it was going to pop again. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy weird to watch what went down with that man on that. But we will see and we will find out where we go. We have at least 3 to 4 more names to discuss before we really start looking at combine, college students, and everything else. So Kirk, the family man Cousins, is the latest conversation. We will see how we feel, how this works out. We got a lot of things that's happening and that's going on in Raider Nation and that we really need to pay attention to. All right, folks, look. Let's talk about some signings that just went down. We brought back our special teams coach, which was great because AJ Cole and your man, Cash Money Carlson is out there doing their thing so they don't have to like learn a new blocking scheme or scheduling. They can kick the ball like they normally do. What I'm actually really happy about is we're re-signing Patrick Graham to the team. Yes, if you haven't been paying attention, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you are, Patrick Graham is coming back as the defensive coordinator for our Las Vegas Raiders. Well, what does that mean? That means, one, we got the same defensive schemes that the players don't have. The defensive side of the ball does not have to learn a whole new system, a whole new core. They're going to have the same lingo, the same coach, the same drills that's going on. Why is that important? I don't care what anybody say about our season. You can say what you want about the Las Vegas Raiders season. The defense never stopped playing. Clavon Chason, Snowden, Max Crosby, Wilkins when he was healthy, Hobbs when he was on the field, JB, Jacorian Bennett, Malcolm Spillane, you know what I'm saying? Merrick. These guys were all out there chicken hawking and ball stalking out there in this game, and they did not give up nothing on that side of the ball that was not put in the situation. 9 times out of 10, when our defense gave up a touchdown, it was bad field position because we were turning over the ball on offense, or the offense had put them in a spot to where they never got off the field. They never had a chance to get any breath or oxygen into those lungs. What I'm telling you now, bringing back your man PG is a great move by our new coach and general manager in the game. This is the first move that they've made since they've been in there. We know we're waiting to find out who the OC is going to be, offensive coordinators, for those that don't know, and who is the offensive line coach. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to be the running back coach? Who's going to be the receivers coach? It's going to be the offensive side of the ball that we really need to focus on. So Raider Nation, be ready, hold on tight, because this is about to get tight. When they say backsides get tight, things get right, we got to make it all right around here, Raider Nation. Let's get ready to do this. No, I think I've talked enough for the day, but you know what we get at. Raider